Good morning, everyone. This is the complete walkthrough for the New Year 2023 9-hole Cup played in the Master Division qualifying round. Before continuing with the video, make sure you have hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. The walkthrough is based on free-to-play balls, that is, you can use Centurions, Kingslayers and Luminaries. However, only on hole number 3 I have a special Berserker ball with extra side spin, but that ball was available during the hard golden shot in the month of October. So assuming you also have like a couple left, if you feel my approaches are not good, then you do not have to follow anything I say and you may consider checking out someone else. Looking at my scorecard, I have drops on holes 1, 3 and 8 with some near misses on holes 2 and 4. I believe if you tweak these holes 2 and 4, a score of minus 15 or lower is possible. Note that I do not dial in the part 3s in the qualifying round due to time constraints and my schedule. Now let's jump on to hole number 1. Hole 1 par 4, this one is a must eagle regardless of any wind condition we have. Here we have a crosswind. Playing from the P5 and empty position, I'm going to use my luminary ball along with my Apocalypse level 7 plus. If you do not have Apoc 7, then consider an Albatross ball to get the extra toss spin. Full toss spin, half a bar of right side spin, adjustment, max plus 20% P5. And then you will push your target to max. After that, we'll be applying by default 5 rings of overpower. Overpower is the key on this shot. If you have a little less, a little more, then it will affect your shot significantly. Single great right. Aim here is to take double bounces onto the rough and then roll out maybe somewhere on the green or on the fringe, or maybe even on the fairway above the fringe. So this was sample try number 1. This is try number 2, again playing from the P5 and empty position. Disregard the ball I'm using, I'm just trying to finish up these balls. Max toss spin, half a bar of right side spin, max plus 20 P5, and then you push your target to max. Again, we apply OP, minimum 5 rings. Try our best to hit perfect. Single great right again. And we will once again take double triple bounces. End up just besides the hole for a very easy putt. Now I'll be showing you the drive from my main gameplay. If you hit a bad great left, then what will be the outcome? Now this is the drive from my main gameplay. Here I was trying to be a little cute. I did not use any side spin, trying to go for the hole-in-one. Full toss spin only. As you see, I did not apply the side spin as I did on the previous 2 shots. Adjustment, max plus 20% P5, and then I will push my target to max. Now I will apply overpower, but you will see I will hit a single double great left. As a result of which, I will be stuck in the rough. You see, that was like a double great left. So if you hit a double great left and you try to get cute and not apply the right side spin, this is what's gonna happen. I was in like the first cut of rough, in between the first and second cut. Now if you are in the rough like I am here, then you will be playing the rough iron rule, measure your club at the pin. This one I estimated to be around like 20% slider. So I played this shot, 20% slider minus 40% P5 settings. So for 12 miles per hour, I got 1.2 rings. This is the no spin shot. Have our ball cut line just to the back of the cup. Adjust and hit perfect. So like I said, this is a must eagle regardless of whatever wind condition we have. Even if we have a dead on headwind, I'll be pulling out the wind ball in the weekend round just in case. But in the qualifying round, here is the play. Hole 2 par 3. Here I'm going to keep the white ring touching the tip of the tree shadow just there. And then I'll apply 3 toss spin and 1 bar of right side spin. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P3. Better to push your rings. And then apply inner wall right curl. Try your best to hit perfect. Again, like I said during the intro, I do not dial in the part 3s, but we were relatively close on this one, so you can maybe play around with the spins, play around with the curl to really dial this one for a hole-in-one. Again, adjustment was max plus 10% P3. Hole 3 par 5. Here we have ascended tailwind, so we are going to make use of it. This is the Anubis ball, which we got in the hard golden shot in the month of October. Using those two trees as a reference, you first apply 3 bars of right side spin and then go through 7 toss spin. Looking at my shot, you can play around with the toss spin if you want. Max right curl, max OP, a power slice. Now here one of two things will happen. Either you will be in some kind of a hazard, rough or sand, or you will be somewhere on the fairway. Here I'm in the bunker, 648 yards. Now even though you would be in the bunker or the rough, you will be very close to the pin, which will give you a very good opportunity for a drop. Here I'm playing using my Spitfire level 6 on this account. Apply max toss spin, and I have my ball guide line on the right side of the cup. I do not adjust anything, I just keep it well through the hole, about 1 to 2 green squares through the hole. And then all I try to do is center the ball and hit perfect. Now the Anubis ball is a little difficult to center, so take your time. But from rough or sand, you will just need to hit perfect. And it will likely drop for the Albatross. I have one more drive and rough iron shot to show you. Again, we find our spot right between the 2 trees right there. First apply 3 right spin and then go to 7 toss spin. This is not tested with the wind 0 or the globe. Keep that in mind. You will have a higher wind, so you might have to push a little more left from the initial spot. Max right curl, max OP, a power slice. Again, we nicely take a very high bounce, high and long, and then we come this time into the rough. I will show you the rough play. The rough iron will also be played as same as the sand wedge at minus 20% slider. So you measure your club at the pin. This time I went again with no spin approach, having the ball line just to the back of the cup. For 13.8, I played this one 19% slider, minus 20% P5 settings, giving me 1.7 rings. See, I heavily underpowered this shot. I mean, I was not intending to, but that's what happens when you don't have a circular ball to center. Make sure you center it perfectly, but regardless, we drop this one for an Albatross once again. So a YOLO shot, but worth it in my opinion. Hole 4 part 3. Here I'm going to play with my quarterback along with the Kingslayer or Centurion ball. 3 backspin, 2 right spin. And then look at the placement of my ball guide line. See, just right there. Adjustment is minimum distance plus 20% P5 settings. Now this one is heavily based on the wind angle tweaks. You will see once again we will miss this one very close on the left side, so most likely some tweaks needed there. If you would like, you can play around with the wind angles, add a couple of clicks of left or right curl as needed, but this is a very good look. We come in very close. So a couple of clicks of right curl and this one angle, and you will be seeing this one drop for the hole in one. Hole 5 part 5. Here we are going to play with our luminary and a power whittle on the approach. Yellow ring touching the rough on right at complete P5 max. We apply 6 topspin and 2 bars of right side spin. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P5, and we will not be pushing up anything. Inner wall right curl, we try to hit perfect. Now you will see me hitting a great left here, and as a result of which we'll be very close to the rough, so make sure you hit a perfect drive. Depending upon the rollout, we'll be somewhere around 385 to 395 yards, which will affect our approach. 389 in this case. Now if you're somewhere around 390, then I recommend you just playing the half hour approach. If you are somewhere around 395 to 400 yards, then you can play the rough bump. The hop over approach will be played at 30% elevation P4 settings. In the video I will play I think 20%, but I recommend playing this one at 30. Perfect ball. As I played this 120, so we missed this one way to the right of the cup. So max plus 30 on the bounce over approach. The upcoming approach will be for the aggressive rough bump, going for the Albatross. Now if you go a little higher on the drive, like I said, somewhere around 395 to 400 yards, then you can play this aggressive approach for the Albatross again. If you do not have cat level 6 plus, you won't be able to play this one, as you won't have any ball guideline to deal with at the first place. I played this one max plus 10% P4, and here I pulled flicker 1159, but I would recommend playing this one with a flicker 1201 instead, because you will see we will take a very close bounce right on the edge of the rough, which you do not want to. And I also hit a great left. See, the bounce was very close, so make sure you hit a flicker 1201. And I played this one, like I said, max plus 0 here on the video, but I recommend playing max plus 10 on the rough bump, max plus 10 P4. Hole 6 part 4. Here we are going to start off with our quasar ball at complete P1 max. We'll apply full topspin and 2 bars of right side spin, and have the ball guideline center down the fairway on the right, as you can see. Then we will switch to our King's Slayer or Centurion ball. Adjustment will be max plus 20% P3. And you will apply 1 additional ring OP apart from what you adjust into. So if you adjust into 4 rings, you apply 5 rings OP and so forth. We are looking for a drive yardage somewhere around 375 to 380 yards. .371, a little less in this case. Shot number 2 will be played with your guardian. We'll be using the full backspin on our guardian along with half a bar of right side spin. Now if you have a backspin boost ball, you can try to dial this one in, but with a Centurion or King's Slayer it is highly unlikely. And as we are going free to play, I'm not using those balls here. You see the placement of my second bounce. Adjustment is max minus 5%, and then we'll be applying just before circle drop overpower. See, the circle drops and then I bring it back. This will give us a very safe birdie, but if you have a backspin boost ball, you can use maybe 2 or 3 tokens and dial this one for an eagle. Hole number 7, hole 7 part 3. Here we are going to play with our Apocalypse level 6 plus and as King Slayer or Centurion ball. Keeping half of the blue ring inside the rough on left with the blue ring touching the bunker at bottom. 3.2 backspin and 2 left spin. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P3. And after you adjust, make sure you will push up 1.5 rings. Then all you need to do is enter the ball and hit perfect. And you will be somewhere around the pin for a very easy putt. Hole 8 part 4. Just like hole number 1, this is also a must eagle regardless of whatever wind direction you have. I'm going to show you 2 drives here. Full toss spin or epoch level 7 plus, and if you don't have epoch level 7, then you use the Albatross ball to gain the same amount of toss spin. After adding the toss spin, you have the second bounce on the edge of the bunker, just like that. You will be somewhere around plus 12 to plus 13 yard mark. Adjustment will be max plus 20 B5, and you will apply OP based on whatever you adjust into. So here I adjust somewhere around like 2.9 to 3 rings. And this is what I'm going to apply to my shot. Hit perfect. And you will nicely take double bounces over the bunker and the rough region, coming nicely into the wedge range. I have one more drive to show you. Similar drive once again, but this time from practice arena. Full toss spin, no need of any side spin whatsoever. Have the second bounce on the bunker edge. Here I move it to the little left, but you will see me move back to right a little. See, now I will move back to the right. There you go. So like I said, we will be somewhere around plus 12 to plus 13. Adjustment, max plus 20% P5. Here we pull into about like 3.5 to 4 rings OP. Same shall be applied to the shot. Try your best to hit perfect because you are playing in between like 2 hazards, rough and the bunker. And we nicely fall into the wedge range. The wedge shot is upcoming next. Here you play the wedge at minus 35% P4 settings. You measure the club at the pin for 11.6 miles per hour. I played this one 42% slider at minus 35% P4 settings. So for 11.6 miles per hour, I got 3 rings on my rapier level 9. You adjust, center, and hit perfect. Dead center for a must eagle on hole 8 part 4. Final hole, hole 9 par 5. Now I tried multiple drives from the right side, but we have a headwind and we would need like a P5 in 4 or P5 in 5 all to comfortably get over there. So some kind of a wind ball from the right side, so going free to play from the left side instead. We start off with a navigator ball at complete max, keeping the red ring touching the rough on right. Half a bar of right side spin and 4 bars of toss spin. Then you will switch to a King Slayer or a Luminary, King Slayer or a Centurion ball. Adjustment, max plus 20% P3. Notice how many rings you pull into OP and the same shall be applied to your drive. Hit perfect. We are looking for a drive yard at somewhere around 340 to 350 yards. That's a wide range depending upon what type of roll you get. T43. Second shot, will you play it with your cat level 5 plus? Here we are going to keep the blue ring touching the rough on right at complete P3 max. See right there. And then we'll apply 1 toss spin and 4 bars of right side spin. Adjustment will be max plus 10% P3. And then we'll be applying half a ball of right curl. Try our best to hit perfect. A single great right in this case. Our aim is to roll up the green and then roll down, hopefully towards the pin. Even if you don't, then you'll be very close for a very safe eagle. Like I said, right side was a little difficult going free to play, but if in the weekend round we have a similar win, then I will try to dial this one with a win ball. Good luck on your qualifying rounds.